This came as a shock to everyone. Nobody expected this news to happen. The Brooklyn Nets hired Steve Nash as their head coach. Steve Nash has never even been an assistant coach, and now he's going to be the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, who have a very bright future when they have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Both those players are healthy, and they would be a contending team in the Eastern Conference and in the entire NBA. You're talking about three top 15, top 20 players in the league. That's exciting for them. I'm interested to see how Steve Nash will do for them. Obviously never been a coach before, but he was a very smart player. Maybe they just want somebody that's going to kind of take it back a little bit and just let KD, Kyrie do their thing. I don't know, but we're going to be rebuilding the Nets, and now come to think of it, I don't know if I've ever done a Nets rebuild except for the trading Kyrie and KD rebuild that I did, but obviously in this one I'm keeping Kyrie and KD. So let's go ahead in 2K and let's rebuild the Nets. But before that, as always, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications so you never miss a video, and then like today's video. Let's try and get 35 likes in today's video, and let's hop into it. Alright, so as you can see, we hired Steve Nash as our head coach. It was actually Otis Newman or Taylor or something, and I just changed his name, and then I changed his face a little bit. I gave him a B+ offense and a C+ defense. Seems fair enough, I guess. Potential A, I think he does have some good potential. He's a very smart head coach, or a very smart player, might be a smart head coach. So I hired him, obviously, as the rebuilds around him and the Nets. We don't have a draft pick in the first round. We might have a second round pick or something. Let's see if we do. We have pick 26. I don't know who that's from, but Desmond Bane would be a great player, I think, to have here. And then we have pick number 51 in the second round as well. And we'll go with Jordan Nwora from Louisville. And that's going to do it for the draft. Let's see how our rookies look. A 72 and a 70. You know what? Sure, we can bring them in. Garrett Temple, $5 million. I'm not going to be bringing him back. Qualifying offers. Martin, no. Chioza and TLC, sure. We can bring those two back. And then in free agency, I'm guessing we're not going to have any money, which is fine. Let's just go see if there's anybody to bring back. Joe Harris has got to be brought back. We'll make sure to do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and see if there's bird rights on anyone else. Tyler Johnson, on a minimum, I would be willing to do that. But then I also want to try and throw a contract offer to Chris Boucher, because I think he would actually be a decent backup for us. So we're going to get Harris, Johnson, and Boucher to come back, or to come to the team. All right, I like that. There's not a lot else we have to do, and really this rebuild is not going to be very hard. I'm going to try and bring in Torrey Craig, and that's all we're going to do. So he does come in. Let's go to player progression, and let's see how the team looks. All right, so KD, obviously our big stud. He's 91 overall. Kyrie Irving jumped up 2 overall to an 93, excuse me. We got Dinwiddie at an 84, Allen at an 83, Jordan at an 83, LeVert's an 80. I like this team. I'm going to mess with the lineup a little bit. I'm probably going to run like Boucher at the power forward, Jordan off the bench, LeVert at the small forward, and then Dinwiddie at the shooting guard. Obviously, and then have, LeVert come off the bench. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to go to training camps. I'm going to send, I don't know who I'm going to send to camp, but we're going to send people to camp. We're going to see if we can get this team ready to challenge for an NBA title. And also, I might make some trades to try and, beef up the starting lineup a little bit. We'll see, but I will catch you guys at the beginning of the season. All right, so we have too many players. Jeremiah Martin, I'm just going to release him. And then we're probably going to make a trade for someone else. Should we try and go for a big splash right now? Is that the move? Okay, I'm going to switch everybody's positions first off. So I want Karras at the small forward, Spencer at the 2, and Boucher at the 4 probably. And let's see if we can maybe move on from Caris LeVert and try and get a really good player. So if we take Caris LeVert and Taurean Prince's big contract, throw in our first round pick next year, can we get a big fish to play alongside them? Clint Capella, I don't really need a big man, but that is very interesting. Same with Rudy Gobert, also super interesting. But Bradley Beal is someone I was thinking we could try and go get, but he might cost a little bit too much. But I could see if the Wizards are willing to give up Bradley Beal. So let's go check it out. I don't want the pick. I want Bradley Beal They want Kyrie and Spencer for John Wall and Brad. Let me do this. Hold on. I'll take out John and Kyrie. We will take out Taurean Prince. Let's see if we can make a deal work somehow like this. So we'll give them Spencer, and we'll also give them... You know, if we can get Bradley Beal, I would give them Karis LeVert. Will they take that? Okay, they're not going to take that. I will also throw you this first. Look how many 2021 seconds they have. A bunch. And the second, is that going to be enough? It's not. Okay, so let's also throw them 2022 pick, and I'll throw them a 2023 pick. Do I give them all my first round picks? I did. That was it. I gave them all the first round picks. All right, so let's get into the season now. I don't know if that was a good move or not, but either way, this is what the rotation is going to look like. And the starting lineup is really, really nice. And the bench really isn't terrible either. We could run Claxton at the power forward, I think. Or we could run... How big is Claxton? He's 6'11". How big is Jarrett Allen? 6'11". He goes up 3. Claxton goes up 3. We'll go Claxton at the backup 4. Okay, so... Yeah, I need to do a little bit of work. I want to try and trade some of those second-round picks I have for some first-round picks because I need something to work with here. Is anybody going to give me any first-round picks or anything? No, they're not. Okay. So then we got to trade some players and try and get some firsts. So let's trade Karooks and see if he can get us a first. Bruno Fernando would be an interesting guy to have. 2025 first. Really, these are the best offers we're getting? I know Karooks isn't a stud by any means, but like, wow. Those are some pretty bad offers. Torrey Craig, can he get us a pick at all? Dude, I need picks to really build this team. I mean, luckily we're going to be pretty good either way, but picks is something that you need picks, man. All right. Anything here? There might be something for Daniel House. Or not. Alright. Taurean Prince, maybe? Taurean Prince. We can get Malik Beasley. We have to throw in a 2022 first. I'm not going to do that. Dwayne Dedman. I might trade for Dedman just simply because Dedman is on the last year of his deal. And Taurean Prince is not. So let's do that. Okay. And is there anybody in free agency we can afford? I'm guessing not. Okay, he declined that. He almost accepted that. I want to see what we look like money-wise for the future, and we're probably just going to simulate this season. We're really big in the hole. We have some decent-sized contracts. Maybe DeAndre Jordan could give me something. Let's see what happens if we put DeAndre at a power forward and try and trade him away. Is there going to be anything really solid for us? Colin Sexton? We have Bradley Beal. We don't really need that. We need a power forward or a center that's going to be really good. Brandon Clark on that contract is actually really solid. Yeah, that would be really good. We'd have to give up Desmond Bane, but I can try and just keep that. I don't know what else I could get, but we could try and do something there. Mitchell Robinson, we'd have to give up Claxton, though I don't really want to give up Claxton for Mitchell Robinson. Is there any other big men we could try and get? We could get Spencer back. Don't really need Spencer back, though, honestly. Okay, let's try and do this deal, but let's try and take out JaVale and Desmond Bane. $5 million more. Okay. So send me back a player that makes like $5 million, and we will be straight. Rodney McGruder. And I will give you Tyler Johnson. Why does Tyler Johnson have a no trade clause? What the... Okay, so we can't give Tyler Johnson. Let's give Torrey Craig instead. And let's throw them a second. They want Desmond Bane. Give me JaVale McGee. No. But I will also throw you another second. And another second. And another second. And take that out and throw them 2025 first. Okay. We got that done. So let me go see something now. This is what the lineup looks like now, And Nicholas Claxton can go back to a center, or actually Boucher can. I think I want to run Boucher at the center. All right, so we need a backup point guard and shooting guard, and then we're pretty good. Okay, so we're going to send Bane and Nawara to the G League and just see if they can be decent. All right, we got to go to free agency and get somebody. So Jeremiah Martin, who I cut at the beginning of the season, I'm pretty sure. You're going to have to come back to the team so I can send Jordan Nawara down to the G League. And let's try and trade House for a backup point guard or shooting guard. Ryan Arcidiacono, Duncan Robinson, we'll do that. I don't even want to question that. Duncan Robinson alongside Joe Harrison in the second unit is literally just going to be crazy. So let's trade then Tyler Johnson, Roddy Magruder, and a second, and see if there is maybe a point guard out there that we can get. Okay, there's not. So let's just trade Magruder by himself then. And can we get a backup point guard at all? Otherwise, you know what? If we don't, I could just run a 9-man rotation and be pretty much fine. And doesn't look like there's a point guard. So let's go see what our guy, Steve Nash, wants. It kind of looks like Steve Nash, right? That's just an auto-generated face that I found. It kind of looks like Steve Nash. I actually spent a few minutes looking for a head to use. But Steve Nash isn't going to use his bench as much. 35. 9-man rotation. First scoring option, KD, Beal, Kyrie. Oh, this team's going to be so good. I haven't even thought about it, but this team is going to be so good. All right, I like it. Let's go ahead, check the system. Balance is 4 stars. Okay, we'll run balance. I will simulate season number 1. And let's see if we can win ourselves a championship right off the bat. This team's really good. It's not too much of a rebuild, really. They are realistically, even with the roster they currently have, with KD and Kyrie healthy, they could win a championship or at least contend for one. Hopefully Bradley Beal puts them over the top. I will see you guys at the end of season number 1. All right, our first season's in the books, and we already are really good. We have 61 wins, 21 losses. What else can you ask for, really? I mean, literally such a good season our first year of this rebuild, but I didn't really expect anything worse than that, to be honest. But here are all the awards if you guys are interested. Looks like the Bucks are 2 games better than us, though, so it looks like we'll probably be the 2 seed. Either way, anybody make any of these All-NBA teams? Any nets at all? Yep, Kyrie makes All-NBA second team. KD doesn't make one. Bradley Beal doesn't make one. No defensive teams. And then our rookies were in the G League. So we are the 2 seed down here. Down here in the Eastern Conference. Bradley Beal's going up against his old team. Let's go look at the stats before we simulate the playoffs. So Kyrie was our leading... Dude, KD averaging 23 is just not realistic. Hopefully this stuff's fixed in 2K21. Right now, I bought 2K21. I'm waiting for it to be available to download. I know a lot of people have been doing that New Zealand trick or whatever to play it. I'm just going to wait till it drops. And I'll probably have a rebuild out after this for that because, I don't know when I'm actually going to get it downloaded. Okay, my internet's really bad here, and it might take a day to download because 2K20 took literally 24 hours to download for me. So that one may take a while. So you might be getting a couple extra 2K20 videos before you get a 2K21 video. Sorry about that. But anyways, let's go back to the rebuild. So this is what it looks like. Kyrie, KD, Bradley Beal, all 23 plus points per game. So let's go up against Washington, who has Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert, and they actually look pretty solid. Let's simulate this and see what happens. They take game 1 and 2 from us, but we go on to 7 games and win. Wow, that was not good. Hopefully we can beat the Celtics, though, and then move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. We're down 3-2. Let's simcast, see if we can tie it up and force a game 7. It's close, but it looks like they're probably going to run away with this one, and we do lose by 5. All right, so let's simulate the rest of the playoffs, see who wins. Then we got to get into season number 2. Giannis and the Bucks win. All right, so what can we do here? We aren't going to have any picks, so we can totally skip that. Let's go to rookie signing, see what happens. Obviously, again, no rookies. Team player options. We're going to bring back Deadman, no. Rodney Magruder, sure. Nawara, yes. Clark and Claxton, yes, of course. Okay, do we have any money? I'm guessing we don't. Duncan Robinson, we're going to bring back Jarrett Allen. Jeremiah Martin, no. So let's make sure we sign Jarrett Allen and Duncan Robinson, because I doubt we have enough money for like Kawhi or anything. Let me see what our salary looks like. Yeah, we got some bigger contracts that aren't going to allow us to do anything. So let's just go ahead and re-sign our guys. So Jarrett Allen, we'll throw him like $159. Duncan Robinson, we'll throw him like $38 million. So we got both of them. Jeremiah Martin, we are declining his option. And are we going to get those other two back on? Yes, we are on their qualifying offers. Okay, that is fine. So we're going to renounce the rights on Jeremiah Martin, excuse me. Now, who do we have money for in free agency? Probably nobody, really. Marcus Saul, backup center, not a terrible option. He's just going to keep getting worse, though. And then Torrey Craig. We can't even afford Torrey Craig. We'll see if he comes back on a minimum, maybe. Craig does sign. That probably means we're not going to have enough money for anybody else. So let's go to player progression. Let's see how Desmond Bane and Nawara look in the G League, because they could end up being pretty solid for us if they got pretty good. Desmond Bane's up to 78, so that's not bad. And Nawara's to 74. So Nawara's probably just going to go to the G League for me again this season, because I'm not going to use him. I don't have really anybody else to send down there. So I'm probably just going to send Nawara down there. But I will load in a draft class. I'll send some people to training camps, and then we'll start the second season. And hopefully we can get a championship in that one. I think it's very, very possible. All right, so this is what the team would look like. KD's a little bit better. Kyrie's a little bit better. Bradley Beal, I think, might have went up one or two. Clark's pretty good. Jarrett Allen looks good. Then off the bench, we actually look pretty solid, but we need a point guard. I'm probably going to trade Joe Harris for a point guard and put Duncan Robinson at the small forward. Or should I put Bane at the small forward? He goes up 1, Duncan goes up 2. So we'll do that. Let's trade Joe Harris and try and get a solid point guard option. So let's take Joe, and what happens if we take Harris, Magruder, and this first? Can we get something decent there? Solid backup point guard is all I need. Come on. I want to run a 10-man rotation this year. Let's just take out Magruder then, and let's keep Harris. I mean, George Hill, that's a decent option. Any other point guards, though? Doesn't look like it. So we'll go with George Hill. I like George Hill as a backup point guard for me. So let's go to a 10-man rotation with Steve Nash as our coach. Remember that. This would be the lineup, and I don't hate it. I actually really like it. So I think we're probably sitting pretty good for this season as well. Balance system is still 4 stars, but a 7 seconds is actually 4.5. So we're going to run that, even though it's not Jason Kidd's system. Don't really care. They were the 7 seconds or less Suns, though, weren't they? Right? Yeah. Yeah, I think they were. All right, let's simulate the season, and let's see if we can become the 1 seed and possibly win a championship this year. I will catch you guys at the end of season number 2. All right, so we were actually a few games worse than last season. I think we were 61-21 last season. So we're 2 games worse. Here are all of the awards. I forgot to put Nawara back in the G League, so that's an L on my part. But Steve Nash does win Coach of the Year. I wonder if we are the best team in the Eastern Conference. Hopefully we are. Any nets on any of these All-NBA teams? KD makes 3rd team this year. I wonder if he led us in scoring this time. All right, so did we have anybody on rookie team? No, we did not. Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, let's go over to the stats, and then let's get into the playoffs. So KD actually led us in scoring, then Irving, Beal, and then we had Clark, Boucher. We could use some scoring off the bench, honestly. But we are the 1 seed. You guys can see it. Okay, so let's start simulating. We're going up against the Knicks here. Don't really know who the Knicks have and how they're an 8 seed, but they are. Now we got the Hawks, and they got Josh Richardson, Andre Drummond, Davis Bertans. Wow, this is actually a really good team. I'm kind of scared, actually. 2-2, okay. They're up 3-2. Come on, don't lose again. All right, we start out pretty good, but they got it kind of close, but I think we're going to win that one. We do. And let's go to a game 7 and see if we can win that. Back and forth a little bit. We're only up by 2. Now we're down. And we lost again. Dude, come on. All right, we got 1 more season to try and win a championship. I got to make a drastic change, I think. I don't know, but I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the off season. All right, so Kyrie and Bradley Beal both declined their player options. KD accepted his. This is what I was scared of. Okay, so let's go to qualifying offers. We're going to extend them to those three. All right, let's go. Kyrie. Throw him literally everything he wants. Bradley Beal. Throw him everything he wants. Jarrett Allen. Got to throw him a max as well. Okay, we got those three for sure. Now, who else? Duncan Robinson, sure. Claxton, yes. All right, we got all these people agreeing. Please come back. Please don't leave me hanging out to dry. All right, looks like we got them all. Wow, that was super stressful. George Hill also can come back. Okay, George Hill's back. And we are going to have literally, like, no money. But it kind of is what it is, to be honest. So I'm just going to leave it as is. We're going to simulate the player progression. I don't know what kind of moves I make. I don't have picks. I don't have anything to work with, really, outside my best three players who I want to keep together. I don't know. Tough things are coming. I'll see you guys at the start of the season. All right, so this is a team this year. I mean, this team should be good enough to win a championship. We have a 94, 93, and 99. But I think we're going to have to, like, trade Boucher and just try and do something that way. Because I don't know what else we can do. Boucher as the power forward. We'll try and trade him, see what we can do. I have, like, no picks or anything. This is just horrendous. All right, Boucher, what can you get me, buddy? Nothing. Nothing. Wow. This is disappointing because I don't even know if this team's good enough to win a championship according to this game. Like, this team obviously should be good enough to win, and we just are not. Alright, so instead of trading Boucher, I think we got to trade Jarrett Allen. Power forward, he's a 90 overall. Or should we trade Brandon Clark? I don't know who to trade here. Let's see what Jarrett Allen gets us if I throw those two picks with him. Chris Middleton, don't need him. Lauri Markkanen, not worth it. Sexton, no. Drummond, maybe. Maybe Drummond. Maybe Bam and Christian Wood. I'd lose a backup point guard, but maybe Bam and Christian Wood is the move. De'Aaron Fox, don't need him. Miles Turner, Malcolm Brogdon. DeJounte Murray. Okay, there's options here. I just got to find the one that I like the most. I like Clint and Oubre. But I think my favorite one was Christian Wood and George Hill. Or, excuse me, Bam Adebayo and Christian Wood. Alright, we're doing it. Okay, so now I want to probably run Bam at the power forward and then Boucher at the center. But honestly, I think I'm going to try and trade Christian Wood and Chris Boucher together and see if we can get something really good. Montrezl Harrell could play that center spot for us with Zubac. That's a good trade right there. That's a good trade. What else? John Collins to play that power forward. Should I just go like crazy with the starting lineup? I could try and just go crazy with the starting lineup, honestly. I could go, yeah. All right, we're going to do that. We're definitely going to not be able to run a... Oh, I just messed something up. We're not going to be able to run a 10-man rotation probably, but this starting lineup looks really good. And off the bench, we're still not bad. I'm going to trade Claxton. And then if we can get a point guard or a center, I think we're good. So let me trade Claxton and try and get a point guard or a center. So him and... You know what? I have a first now. We'll go with the first, and we'll throw in a second round pick in 2023 as well. Daniel Gafford as the center. Trey Jones as a point guard. He just won Rookie of the Year. Okay, so let me keep that in mind. Trey won Rookie of the Year. Nico Mannion, Kyle Guy, Tyrese Halliburton. I'm going to go with Trey Jones because he won Rookie of the Year. Okay, so let me go down to a 9-man rotation. So we got Kyrie, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, John Collins, Bam. Then we got Clark, Robinson, Jones, and Bane. All right. Let's simulate this season. I don't know what the best. 7 seconds. Balance. We're going to go balance this time. Let's see if we can win a championship. Hopefully praying, hoping and praying that we do. We started out 5-0, 5-1. All right, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so we got our best record of the video. We're 63-19. Any awards, though, doesn't look like it, except for Steve Nash winning Coach of the Year. And nobody made any All-NBA teams this year. Okay. All right, so we are the 2 seed. The Bucks, what was their record? They went 65-17. Wow, okay. But anyways, here's our stats. We got KD, Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving, all with 20+. John Collins and Bam at 16 apiece. All right, this team should be ready to go for the playoffs. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and let's see if we can get it done. We're going up against Boston. See if we can win this series. We're up 2-1, tied 2-2. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? A first round exit with Bradley Beal, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, John Collins, and Bam Adebayo. 2K is so broken, dude. The worst part is, too, I know 2K21 is not going to be better. That's the trouble. I don't know what it's going to be like on current gen, but I know, I know what it's like on current gen. It's going to be trash. You know, next gen, maybe it's better. I don't even know if I'm getting a next gen console. They're hella expensive. But, like, it's just going to be the same game over again, dude. And that's the worst part. They got to fix the stupid, like, dude, there's always, like, a 7 seed upsetting a 2 seed. Like, every year. That does not happen very often. And it always happens in 2K. Like, super broken. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Be on the lookout for 2K21 videos coming out very soon. As soon as I get the game downloaded, I'll make sure to get one out to you guys. But I appreciate all the support and all the love so far. You guys mean the absolute world to me. So shout out to you for watching my videos. If you've watched every video over the last month, let me know in the comment section below, because that means you are a GOAT. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.